Kaya ito mag-e-echo. Hello? Hello? May hangin tayo. Solve natin yung problem natin sa puppy. Oh, naiinitan yung ating puppy. Naiinitan. Mag-electric fan muna. Ang init kasi ng panahon. Wala. Ayan. Mag-electric fan muna ang ating puppy. Ano, gusto mong ilagay kita sa ref? Ha? I-ref muna kita. Gusto mo? Pinasok na per one. Nagrektam eh. Ano yan, nagbarate yan. Ha? Dalawa. Habang naghihintay tayo ng ating mga kasama, ay quality time muna sa ating happy. Hindi ako mag-intro. Tudutan ka, Rod. Salamat, Traxter Dick, sa patamsak. Nakipag-away ako sa aking mga papi ngayon. Ulit kasi si Ana. Tulog. Lumaya ka si Ana. Ako na lang natira. Ilan yan? May dalawa pa naman. Doctor. So, hello everyone! It's 25 minutes ago since I started streaming. So, inasikaso ko muna sandali yung ating puppy na humihinga sa sobrang init ngayon. So, binasama na natin siya at tinutukan ng electric fan. So, again, hello! Good afternoon sa lahat. Ating mga kaibigan siyaan. Salamat sa pagdalo sa ating live stream today. Salamat sa ika-11th na LS ko para makipagkulitan at makipagkwentuhan. Salamat! Still, ano pa rin. Init pa rin ang katawan ng ating puppy. Try natin na palamigin ng katawan niya. Sobrang init ang panahon. Ating 2 months pa. Halos mga 3 weeks old pa lang. 3 to 4 weeks old na puppy natin. Hindi naman to siguro silent. Hindi naman siguro ito silent live stream. For sure, meron tayong makakausap mamaya. Bago ako gumawa ng aking mga reports. Let's explore the world of YouTube. salamat sa anim na patamsak sa ating live stream today. Actually, hindi pa ako nag-update kay Lolo. Kung kamusta na ang ating bahay. Ayan. Awa ng Diyos nagdadagdag ng oh. Ito yung sa ano, sa lifetime. Pero dito, layo nga eh. Pero okay lang. Kita din ni Lolo ang ating effort. Stu. Tatlo naman yung nakikita ko dito sa ano, ibang ano. Pero isa lang ang lumalabas. Saan? Videos, tapos live. Oh, 23. 23 na, pero ang live viewer is isa. Galing. Galing. Ano yan? Pero gusto, hindi ka ako humingi ng suka niyan. May suka naman tayo dito, bakit? Gusto ba kumuha ng suka nila doon? Iwan man ako ng lahat. Huwag lang ikaw. Hihingal pa rin ang ating puppy. Oh! Ating puppy. Ikaw pala na-edit yung ating banner. Like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down also and let's talk. Let's talk, guys. Where are you guys? Sarap ng sili na. Grabe naman, amoy dito yung sili. Grabe. Hindi rin mahirap mag-alaga ng puppy. Ano yung binuda? Usapang natural, walang halong kemikal. Sarap ng ano, naamoy ko na suka at sili. Suka at sili. Mamaya meron na naman to ano. Meron na naman tayong CPR. Ano yung cardiopulmonary resuscitation? Basahin natin ang chapter 1, hashtag tweet. Hashtag tweet. So, susuko ba? Page 30. Start right the first time all the time. Okay. I quit. Bahala na si Batman. Ayoko na. Most of the time, we are not ready for it, but it happens. Yes, you. If you've been in a situation like this in the past, let me tell you that you are not the only person who knows exactly how hard it is to sometimes just give up on the things that mean life. We often hear, ikama, ikamamatay ko kung, or magugunaw ang mundo ko kapag wala na siya, ano, because of our awareness that it will be difficult to let go of the things, huge or small, that have already become too important to us. Friend, di ko na kaya, sobrang hirap. However, even if we are certain that quitting is not an easy option, it becomes the ultimate solution to most of our life challenges or problems. Yes, quitting may not be an easy option because we are too afraid not to deliver what is expected of us, or because we have issues on people's judgments toward us for the things that we cannot accomplish, or maybe because we cannot deal with failure if quitting counts as one. Risks are everywhere and innate in every choice we make. So, is quitting even an option? Yes, most of the time, for the risk that we cannot mitigate. Quitting gives us the much needed relief that we can no longer get from our coffee breaks, chikahan with friends, or even with working harder for the things we want to achieve. To cut it short, in the end, we quit. But is this wrong? Is quitting tantamount to being a failure? Mas maganda yung gawa nila kaya wag na lang tapusin. Hindi matatapos, tapos huwag na lang. Mahirap ang trabaho kaya gusto na agad mag-resign. To quit is defined as to stop from doing something, to give up or resign, or simply to cease or discontinue. Quitting does not mean anything like this. Stopping because you're no good, resigning because you are not competent and not excellent, or leaving because you don't belong. There is no negative connotation attached to it. Quitting is not for the weak. The definition do not suggest the one is a failure when he chooses to quit. While giving up is not an option to some, we sometimes feel that it is the only thing left that could offer us a perfect solution, be it in the form of resting our case or just trying something different or something entirely new. Subconsciously, quitting becomes a source of hope. Yes, quitting becomes our salvation. Hindi mo dapat takbuhan ang problema. Duwag lang ang sumusuko kaagad. These are some of the things we hear from people who have been victorious in their own battles. But little do these people know that it will not help those who are only trying to be good at something, even just at it. While they intend to motivate, they end up making a person feel worse about the situation. People who have fallen completely into some severe ego traps are useless in this fight. Because the truth is that not everyone has the ability to perseveringly fight To some of us, the easiest way to deal with things that don't work is to stop wasting efforts and to stop pretending that things will be better off in time. So let it be. It's what they feel is right. Puro ka na lang umpisa, wala kang natatapos. Does it matter if you can't finish anything? Maybe yes, but to you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe to some, it's impractical. But to you, maybe it is just the price you had to pay for learning something substantial into your life. Our stories make the difference. Our reasons for quitting are worthy of our appreciation because this reflects who and what we truly are, brave hearts. The lessons that come after are what we reap from it. These are the essentials. So paano na ngayon? Nagpadalos-dalos ka. Ano na ang next step? There is no such thing as a worry-free obligatory quitting. When one sees quitting as a solution, it doesn't follow that this person is ready for 100 more quitting in this life. The truth is, to some who've experienced it, there is really no getting used to it. The higher the number of occurrences it, the more it leads to frustration or anxiousness. Sometimes quitting is accompanied by fear of the unknown, and this makes it more difficult than we can imagine. There is a trade-off between letting go of your present situation and being forced to dive into a completely unknown future. Who said it's going to be simple? Not many. Because the next step could possibly be just a relatively bothering time spent in bed with yourself for days, if not months or weeks. Hanggang kailan ba kaya pag-e-emote na yan? Parang pinagsakloban ka ng langit at lupa. Hindi ka pa ba papasok sa school? Drop na naman yan. Here is where starting it right comes into play and become a game changer. The moment people decide to quit something, they are potentially prepared to start something else or to try something new. This is exactly the moment decisions are made, the exact time that there is a big chance for these people to finally achieve a target by starting it right. Ano bang kailangan para makapag-umpisa ng tama? Preparation is the key. When I decided to quit from my previous job as a sales executive for an advertising company, it took me precisely a month to prepare. I knew from the time I started working for that company, by the way, my first employer, that I've gotten myself into something uncomfortable. I deal with long hours of commuting to work by bus every day, which I really hate. Demanding and too strict bosses, at least based on how I perceive bosses in my mind, which is their exact opposite. Some colleagues who are loud and overtly expressive, but maybe this can be explained by the nature of our job and work schedule that is not the usual 8 hour per day, and unfortunately I only have Sundays off work, the only time left for relaxation. But I also have a grocery list to take in hand, plus the laundry, and to attend the Sunday. Since I was just new to my job, I was really positive about things, and I really hoped to finish strong in my newfound career. My excitement was at its peak, but some circumstances had left my lucky bone trapped. I had several misfortunes. To name one, I did not close a project with any of my prime accounts during my first month, but of course, I did not take it against my performance. I was only experiencing everything for the first time. I still had pride because I was able to close some small deals unlike my fellow newbie who had none. But the projects I closed clearly meant nothing to the bosses based on how I see it. I remember that my first month was really tough, but that didn't change my excitement about the next month's target. I was competitive enough to challenge myself to beat the top producer, who is no less than my immediate superior. I was positive that with the prime accounts I was assigned to handle, I can meet the target and even surpass it by far. At the start of that month, I had everything well planned because I knew that I possessed the right mindset and that the right resources are all in place. Yes, I knew somehow that I can implement my plans properly. However, some important factors are really out of my control. Akala ko okay na lahat. I had identified all the vital aspects for me to achieve success. To be always prompt, to be attentive, prioritize according to importance, and to keep a to-do list to serve as a guide. But what I had not considered are the things that I cannot control. External factors, such as my colleagues, my clients, my bosses, the circumstances happening in the workplace. There and then, I had realized that having the right plan is not enough. I had not prepared for the external factors that are equally important as having a goal and the guts to implement my action plan. At the onset of my second month with the company, a colleague who was really close to me got terminated. He got fired because a big project he handled became a flop, even if many of us knew it was not his fault. And the worst part, a portion of the production cost was charged to his last pay. I witnessed how hardworking he was, and I saw how heartbroken he was after that incident. To my friend, it was clearly the end of his career, and he could not do anything about it. He just left as early as the termination notice was given to me. To me, a problem started. I knew that it is my red flag, but I did not prepare myself for it. At that time, I was already losing the momentum to pursue my plans. I was distracted and I became more and more worried each passing day. It was difficult to stay positive. Paano kung sa akin mangyari yun? Kaya ko bang mag-umpisa ulit? Ang hirap. Nandito na ako eh. Tapos aalis pa ako. I was really demotivated and I had a hard time moving on from that problem. Every activity that I performed was accompanied by worries, quite a few to properly handle, I must say. I took the stage as my make or break. I used the entire month to think about my next step and to prepare myself emotionally and mentally. And I tell you, it was not easy. During the final phase of deciding whether to quit or to continue with that job, I went back to the time I said yes when I was being offered to me. When it was being offered to me, I remember that it was one of my life's talks of one moment. Of the four companies I had a job interview with, this company was the second to offer me a job. I had to grab it immediately because the first company offered me a salary lower by 3,500 pesos. The pay was way above the minimum in Metro Manila, and to me, that amount was material, and even up to this time, I think it is. I did not wait for a call back from the other companies because I was excited to begin my journey right away. Admittedly, I did a very light assessment. I did not look at the benefits whatsoever. And so on, in just 2 weeks of job hunting, I finally jumped into being a corporate guy from being a jobless man. After all the reminiscing I did that time, my goals were clearly to resign, to land a better job, and to prepare myself when I will be put in a similar situation. Surely, a light, short-term preparation is never enough. Like I said, I had an entire month brainstorming with my inner self, only to decide whether to stay or not in that situation. Again, I tell you, it was not easy. So, hashtag quit. Mahirap mag-quit. It's very hard to say, I quit, especially when you are thinking of your family. Hashtag I quit. There is a trade-off between letting go of your present situation and being forced to dive into a completely unknown future. Who said it's going to be easy? Sino nga ba? Ang sabi na madali. Wala. So, walang masama. Try new. Something new. Kung feeling mo na hindi ka na comfortable. Comfortable sa ginagalawan mo. Para dyan, music. Music na tayo. Hi, Doc. Shout out to you, Popsy TV. Welcome to the stream. Yahoo! Hindi pa po ako, Doc. Wala pong doktor dito. Shout out to you, Popsy TV. Thank you for coming. Yoo-hoo! Time off po muna tayo. At meron tayong ginagawa sa copy natin ngayon. Medyo nainitan. Kailangan ng electric fan. Go time. Go time. Lalabat ang ating laptop. Kailangan niya ng charger. Kadagayang premiere ko kabsat 8 p.m. Sige po, pwede niyo pong ilapag ang inyong premiere dito sa aking live stream. Punta natin mamaya. Oh, walang signal. Lapag niyo po, Popsy TV. Party time. Shout out po ulit sa ating 14 na tamsak. Yun, nagbaba na rin si Popsy. Salamat, Popsy. Puntahan natin. Natin kung tungkol saan yan. Balintataw. Sa mga kwentong buhay ni Popsy TV. Ayun. Tamsakdan, Popsy TV. Ayun. So, abang-abangan natin ang premiere ng ating Popsy TV. Salamat po. Salamat din po. Hello, Leira Kententen. Shout out to Leira Kententen na nasa Minanga ngayon. Shout out mga babies. Keep safe always mga babies. Huwag kayo magiging pasaway dyan kay Mama Lilia. Shout out sa mother ko, Lilia, na walang sawang nag-aalaga sa amin. Shout out! At kay Mama Kel at kay Angel na nasa Pamplona. Keep safe always. Reminder on. Lakay Papsi, sabi ni Rockstar Clicks. Ayun! Naka-reminder on na si Rockstar Clicks para mamayang alas 8. Yo, Uncle Jade! Hello, shout out to Jade Balanay. Present ngayon si Uncle. Thank you, Lakay, sabi ni Popsi TV. Salamat, Popsi TV. Ayun, present si Popsi TV at saka si Jade Balanay dito ngayon sa live stream ko. Salamat, salamat, salamat. Diba? Kanina nakapagbasa na tayo kanina ng isang hashtag. Hashtag tweet. Ngayon, meron tayong hashtag all set. All set na ba ang lahat? Akala natin na all set. Hindi natin alam kung all set na ba. So, ang gagawin natin today, kung hanggang saan matapos ang ating 2 kalahating oras sa live stream na to. So, yun ang mag-e-end ng ating babasahin today. Just got home. Keep safe, Uncle Jade. Keep safe. Ay, keep safe. Nakauwi ka na pala. Nakauwi na pala. So, pahinga time. Sakto. Sakto-sakto. Babasahan kita ngayon. But before that, do not forget to like this live stream. Subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. And then comment down and then let's talk what happened to you today. Yes, thank you, Popsi TV. Diba nag-hyper tayo today? Mamaya na, pahinga lang ako din ba? Okay. Talaga ba? So pagod ang ating mga kaibigan today, pagod din si Uncle, at pagod din ang inyong host, pero kinakaya ang lahat. Diba? Just to entertain everyone here in YouTube, on my channel. Salamat sa lahat. Come off muna tayo ngayon. Come off. Handa mo na lang kanta mo. Anong kakantayin ko today? Meron akong, ano ba yun? Ano yung pinapractice ko na naman kanina? May pinapractice na naman ako kaninang music eh. Bakit ba kapag kanta, pinag-usapan nawawala ako? Pero kapag tapos na ang aking live stream, ang dami kong naiisip na kakantahin. Diba? So, naka-1 oras na tayo. Patayin na kasi yung ating music eh. Hanggang 1 hour lang yung music natin. So, another music. Salamat po sa ating 6 na milyon. Salamat po. Meron akong parang Hanapin ko ngayon. Andyan ka ba, Uncle? Meron tayong kakantahin. May nakita akong ano. Panalangin. Panalangin by Apo Hiking Society, pero covered by yours, really, your host. Hello po, Minimi Jane. Hello po, shout out to Minimi Jane. Salamat po sa pa-stay home. Stay home, keep safe always din po. Salamat. Good vibes, sabi ni Rockstar Click. Okay, start natin. Baka sakali na nandiyan pa. So, Panalangin by Apo Hiking Society. Panalangin ka sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko, at hindi papaya ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa aking piling, mahal ko iyong dinggin. At wala nang iba mas mahalaga sa tamis na pag-ibig. Nasaan na ako? Nawala na ako. Minamahal kita, panalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko, at hindi papayag ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa aking piling, mahal ko iyong dinggin. Yun, salamat po sa pagkanta. At shout out daw, manang Minimi Jane, sabi ni Rockstar Clicks. Salamat po sa 6 na milyon na nandiyan. Yan. Yahoo! Yahoo! O, diba? Salamat po sa 16 na patamsak ngayong araw na to. Ganun din po sa 6 na nandiyan. 6 na milyon po. Okay, so atin ang umpisahan ng all set, hashtag all set natin yan. So kanina, hashtag quit. So let's now have the hashtag all set. Finally, I was convinced that I really need to quit my job. My objective was to look for a better one before I quit. I was determined to just get my next pay and then submit my resignation letter. That's the plan. But at the time, I could only send my job applications online. I could not attend interviews or take exams because I still go to work. The only thing that continued to bother me was the financial aspect of quitting my job. Paano pag di ako agad nakahanap ng trabaho? Sapat pa ba ang pera ko pag 2 months akong walang trabaho? But what I considered as the most difficult part of my decision to quit was actually not the biggest struggle I must deal with at the time. It was not money that made me worry, but how I would start from scratch with a new employer. And then I realized that I was not sure about quitting yet. I really did not like the idea of me seeking job from one company to another, from one office to another, and from one building to another, until I find the perfect one. if there is any. That idea gave me unmanageable pressure, and I was more than worried to take the imperative first step. I was afraid that my preparations are not enough. Naku po, hindi ko yata kakayanin. Another month was almost over, and I was still reporting to work. I was still overstaying almost every day at the office, working beyond my schedule, and still dealing with the same problems day in, day out. My worries also doubled as I imagined myself being stuck for too long in that trap. I confess those days were really stressful. Hinga, hinga lang. Galaw, galaw lang, baka may stroke. As the days went by, I was really getting used to my situation. I knew it will be useless to resign and continue with my plan because I was already beginning to forget about my situation, including the emotional disturbance it has caused. It felt like I was already embracing everything, all things that I thought at first were the exact things I have truly hated about work. Akala ko ba buo na ang loob mo? Ang bilis mo kasi makalimot, di ka tuloy makaalis. The plans I committed to memory were already beginning to fade. I was not sure anymore if it was a good thing or even something worse. I sat quiet for days. I tried not to think about it, and yes, the harder I tried, the more stuttering I became. I was trapped in a self-made cocoon of doubt. Ang gulo na lahat ko. I had no idea that this was actually the way it was meant to be solved. I was quietly contemplating for a few days, partly conditioning myself, and was seriously preparing for a known red flag. I was really patient with myself that time. I just kept an eagle eye on everything. It was kind of weird actually. Then one afternoon, I saw my immediate superior in unbounded tears as she arrived at the work station. It was a surprise to me that it was her of all people. I expected a similar scene, but not her going through it. So I asked a colleague what the howling was all about, and I waited for an answer, and that I already pictured in my mind. After I learned about what had happened, I came upon the need of resigning right away. I had a feeling that the company did not value us and that it would never, without a doubt, treasure our contributions to its successes. Siya nga ang galing na, naka-experience pa ng ganyan. I'm sure magagawa din nila yan sa akin. Consistent top producer siya. Di ako makapaniwala that she got suspended for 3 days. Quickly, I headed to the washroom for a much-needed break. Ito na yon. The moment I said that I knew there is really no turning back, I did not even think about the next payday happening in just 2 days. I didn't really care. The day after, a truly blessed Wednesday, I woke up at 4 a.m. on the alarms as I normally do, except that I didn't have to go to the bathroom too early, and I didn't have to do the debonair kuno office guy anymore. It was the first time in almost 2 months that I felt unburdened. The relief was surely a confirmation of a good decision I made for myself. And yes, it wasn't a wall AdSense without official leave. I did not tender a formal resignation. I did not say anything to anyone, and I turned down all calls from the HR manager, even if she was calling, even if she was really nice to me. All I cared about was me being free. I avoided everything that would push me back to my martyr self. At that point, I was all set for better opportunities. I became a believer that something better lies ahead. Quitting in my case was not bad at all. It gave me an entirely different perspective about maturity and the positivity to get to the life I really want for myself. In fact, I consider it now as a blessing in disguise because I was able to start anew. I was fortunate enough not to experience a prolonged discomposure because of the way my career has started. It was worth experiencing all that. So that is our hashtag all set. It was the first time in the almost 2 months that I felt unburdened. The relief was really a confirmation of a good decision I made for myself. So that is hashtag all set. So therefore, so therefore, everything will be okay when you go out to your comfort zone. Minsan akala natin, okay na tayo doon sa bagay na yun. Pero going outside of that situation, dun mo na-realize kung ano yung mas kaya mo pang gawin. And at the same time, yung mga decisions making mo sa buhay mo. Diba? Diba? Go out to your comfort zone. Explore the world. Okay. Song natin tayo. Shout out pa rin sa mga nandiyan. Salamat po sa pag-stay sa akin. So that is hashtag quit and hashtag also. So it's already 7:23 in the evening. In the evening, okay. Grabe ah. And it's almost 1 hour and 23 minutes staying with you guys. Thank you for staying with me for an hour, almost an hour. And then thank you for listening for my hashtag tweet and my hashtag also. Uh, from the founder of the Give Love Project PH. So thank you, Self Life Hacks, The Grateful Heart by Jack Valdez CLC. So these are some ideas of or his experiences about life, how to move on, how to deal with circumstances, and what do you mean by this? Unexpected circumstances that happen in our life. Thank you for listening. So at least we learn something about how to handle those kinds of situation in life. So the next hashtag is start it right. Shout out to 13 million watching on my live stream. 14 million. Thank you, thank you. So for my third hashtag is start it right. Okay, so thank you for being with me. So the thing about this is start it right the first time, all the time, is the motivating factors that come with it. But it is imperative to start something the proper way. But is it imperative to start something the proper way? Oh my God, 28 million in the house! Shout out sa mga 28 million dyan! Salamat! Oh my God. So listen. No, and it is not a requirement at all. How would you even know if you've started it right? Will you look at the result? What if it is too early and there is not a single result yet? Or will you assess every step of every process of every outcome? Is it not impossible to do that? But it is not it tedious and insane. Sometimes what is more important is to be able to start something no matter how vague matters are at first. So why don't we just start if we feel the need to? 43 million in the house. Shout out sa inyo, 43 million. My goodness. Shout out. Salamat sa mga matang walang kamay. Salamat. Rather than focusing on the things that bother us, let us look at the more interesting part, the motivation in doing things. It is like asking ourselves, How will I make the best of this situation? Because we already decided to go into the battlefield without enough preparation. We need to delve dynamics from within us that would help us win the fight. 45 million in the house, shout out, thank you, thank you. The most common form of motivation nowadays is based on incentive, or the more commonly known as the reward system. We often hear eyes on the prize. One becomes driven to accomplish the prerequisite because of the prize that is purposely attached to an activity. One readily accepts the challenge and becomes geared up to act. And due to this drive, one easily sees the value of reaching the finish line in no time, if not of being the first one to claim the prize. Reward system, shout out to 53 million in the house. Uh-huh. Shout out. Sana lagi. 53 million. 57 million. Yay! Reward system is goal-oriented in nature. It teaches one to effectively plan, to steadily focus, and to perseveringly act upon the desire to achieve something. It enables a person to become determined and motivated in a rapid way. Isn't it exciting? This system of motivating people is known effectively globally. But why is this so? Is it because we are all just after incentives regardless of what our socioeconomic status or race or culture is? Or because we are all puppets of the repayments of what we are willing to give or to give up? Mas mahirap, mas malaki ang kapalit na tagumpay. Whatever the reason we are so attached to prizes or rewards, undeniably, these incentives are great motivating factors for us to start an activity the proper way. We can only argue as to what type of rewards these are, but sometimes we don't need to because rewards are rewards, period. Hashtag start it right. Because we already decided to go into the battlefield without enough preparation, we need to delve dynamic from within us that would help us win the fight. Yun. 59 million, sabi ni Rockstar Click, shout out sa 59 million na nandyan. Salamat sa 59 million na yan na walang kamay. Salamat. So start it right. So we cannot deny the fact that the reward system manipulates us. We will not work unless we have rewards. But sometimes doing things uh, without any reward, it is an achievement for us. Masasabi mo na ito pala yung kaya mong gawin at di mo kayang gawin. Diba? O, diba? It's already 1.5 hours being with me, 59 million in the house. Shout out. Sana meron tayong hashtag tweet, do not forget, do not quit. Then all set. So everything will be okay as long as you know what to prepare for yourself, what battle you are going to go. Then start it right. When you have this mindset that you want to start something new and then you are determined to do it, so everything will be okay. Just do it right. Let's think positive, be motivated always. Aside from the reward, we think um, think of the accomplishments na magagawa mo. Kasi hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan din ang reward. So that is the three hashtags that I have read today. Hashtag quit, hashtag all set, then hashtag start it right. Another hashtag is the cat. The cat. What is all about the cat? There is an enigma when it comes to knowing what drives a person's toil. Without action, there is no outcome in the end. Without sowing, there is nothing to reap for a feast. Yes, tama yun. So, ano yung mga gagawin mo? So, kapag yung sinasabi na kapag may tinanim, may aanihin ka. Diba? So, ano nga ba yung mga kailangan mong itanim para maka-reap or maka-harvest ka ng mga nagawa mo? So, let's listen to the hashtag. But what if you are not motivated by anything? Is this even possible? Without a motivator, will it be more difficult to start something the right way? Well, maybe. There is an enigma when it comes to knowing what drives a person to toil. Without action, there is no outcome in the end. Without sowing, there is nothing to reap for a feast. Similarly, without a clear motivation or a strong driver, there is no commitment to action To begin with, this can be compared to having a goal without a defined action plan to achieve it. The longer it takes for people to know what will push them to start working for that goal, the quicker that goal becomes a dream, which can now be too good to be true. And then the dream will become a frustration that will always remind them of their inaction. After which, it will become a loss, another dream. That is really impossible to achieve, which they only can give up on. Why? Because they have no idea what keeps them motivated. The catch I'm referring to this in this chapter is somewhat tricky, but if understood and used in the proper context, one will find it really helpful. Do yourself a favor by getting a clean sheet of paper and a pen. Fold the paper vertically, divide it into two parts. On the right side, write every single thing you can think of what you will reward yourself with when you achieve your goal. For instance, buy a cup of iced mocha or get a massage. On the left side, write all the things that you don't want to happen to you in case you do not achieve your goal. Examples are get scolded by parents or termination from the job. Write as many as you can and time yourself for 2 minutes per side of the paper. Make sure to accomplish the activity above before you proceed to the next one. Or, if the lazy you becomes the persona, at least you have the items listed in your memory as clear as you can. Mas madami akong naisulat na rewards. Ay, bakit ganun? Dalawa lang ang rewards ko. 10 sa kabila. What I just asked you to do is for you to know yourself better. This is the desire fear tool that I personally created. It is a tool that I designed to help people to know their orientation toward achieving a goal. Based on the result, it will suggest that you are either a positive oriented person or a negative oriented one. But before you get confused over the result of this activity, I want you to understand that not one is better than the other. Both orientations can have the same success rate in terms of unlocking an achievement. Not one is superior from the other. Not one is more philosophical when it comes to dealing with goals. The DF tool or the desire fear tool only suggests that if you are more of a positive-oriented person or the reward-driven type. Your motivation should be in the form of rewards, such as those included in your list. It means that you should be more frequently looking at what rewards you will give yourself rather than thinking about the consequences of not realizing your objective. It also suggests that you should make it a habit to associate prizes with your goals. This way, you will be able to keep the fire burning and you will be more consistent in implementing your action plans. Can you imagine it like the mobile game you normally download on your phone? There is a prize to get when the finishes a level. It is something similar to that, but better. But what about the negative oriented ones? Are they supposed to always think about their worries and still become successful? That is ironic, right? Can they make a big dent in the universe? Or is this too big a dream for them? Well, this is not a big dream, not ever. They can make their own mark too. Here is no judgment based on the mindset of a person. The cold pessimist can even make their stars shine brighter that than of the others, with very optimistic orientation. This is not a joke, not at all. The desire fear tool suggests that negative oriented persons are most functional using their fears and worries as motivators in achieving their goals. It doesn't suggest living in fear though. That is way different than what it proposes. Here's an example. When a lady cashier fears losing money or worries about being charged an amount from incorrect transactions, such as handing out excessive money to a client, that situation makes her very cautious and well coordinated in her job. When she gets promoted, the success is not only attributed to her superb skills in handling money, but mostly to her fears, but subconsciously triggered her to act properly to master the skills required for her job. Sometimes, we see fear as something very negative and useless when we talk about success. Some say that our fear can block us to move, as in paralysis, and specifically, fear of failure keeps us from acting. Fear indeed can be very limiting. However, to some experts, fear is a great motivator. With a solution to match our fears, success is not an absurd thing, even with imminent danger. Yes, there are people who see danger in anything, and even if that is the case, solutions can make them majorly functional. In the case of the cashier, the solution is clearly her added mindfulness in her job. The fear of paying for unaccounted collection shortages made her do an extra cautious effort in handling payments and in receiving. It is not a desire to get promoted that led her to do the promotion, but her fear and the solution to overcome it. Again, you can be either a positive oriented or a negative oriented person based on the result of the DF tool. But it doesn't matter what your motivators are for as long as you maximize your potential by knowing what works for you. The more important aspect is for you to reflect on the things that motivate you. It is best to always check how you are doing because your motivators may change the next time you use the DF tool. Be really keen on self-discovery. Indeed, to start it right the first time, all the time, is a technique to boost our motivation, and it is inclined toward consistency in the manner of how we start with an activity targeted to be accomplished. But first things first, we must know what our motivators are and strategize on how we can get the most out of this. So that is the hashtag the cup. Hello po! Mini Jane. Hello po, Ate Jane. Hello, hello po. Shout out to Ate Jane. Thank you po sa pagpunta. Salamat po. So that is hashtag cat. So that is for the positive-oriented person or the negative-oriented person. So alin kayo doon? Using the DS tool. So, listing all the possible rewards that you can receive if you are going to, or your objectives in life. And then the next side are the list of the possible things if you will not achieve your goals. Diba? O, diba? Shout out po sa 38 million na nandyan na nakikinig sa atin. So, meron na tayong hashtag quit. So, hashtag quit means do not quit. And then, hashtag all set, hashtag start it right, and hashtag the catch. So, yun na meron tayo ngayong araw na to. So, marami tayong matututunan with those kind of hashtags. Highlight of our life. So, you are about to give up your work. That is the hashtag quit. But you cannot quit because of some personal reasons. Maybe because of the family. Kailangan kasi you have to prove to your family that you can have a good job. And then sometimes, parang ayaw mo na rin, umalis. Handa na ba yung kakantahin mo? Sabi ng Uncle Jade, ano bang kakantahin ko? Kumanta na ako kanina. Hello po, Mini Jane. Hello, ading ko Rockstar. Sabi ni Ate Jane, hello, hello po sa inyo. Shout out po sa inyo na nandiyan. Salamat po sa pagdalo sa aking live stream. Salamat po. Mga matang walang kamay. Ano bang kakantahin ko para sa iyo, Uncle Jade? Salamat po sa pagdalo sa aking live stream. Meron akong nakita dito na kakantahin. Ito, pakinggan mo. Uncle Jade, nandiyan ka ba? Jade, 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 Jade! Kitam, napuko ka manin? Yo, okay. Ito. So, Tagalog OPM side na sinabi ko dito. So, wala mo yung title. Side A ang kumanta. Anong title itong kakantahin ko na kinanta ng side A? Kain tayo mga ading ko. Yes po, sige po. Mini Jane, Ate Jane, salamat po. Ano pong ulam natin ngayong araw na to? Salamat po. Eat well po. Musta tiyag nagmalem mo manang ko, sabi ni Raster Clicks. Diyos ko, ang hirap magbasa ng Ilocano. Anong title na ng Jade? Dali nga. Dali. So, ito yung kakantahin ko. So, kanina ay Panalangin by Apo Hiking Society. Hindi ko alam. Hehe. Haha. Ito, kakantahin ko. Forevermore by Side A. Okay? Side A. Minsan side B, side C, o kaya side D. Diba? Side A. Side A muna tayo. Yung mga tape kasi noon, di ba, side A at side B. So, sila, side A. There are times when I just want to look at your face with the stars in the night. There are times when I just want to feel your embrace. On a cold night, I just can't believe that you are mine now. You was just a dream that I once knew. Never thought I would be right for you. I just can't compare you with anything in this world. You're all I need to be with forevermore. Roaster pork at green veggie ang ulam ko, ading ko. Wow! Ang sarap naman po yan, Ate Jane. Salamat po, 812 po, Ate Jane. Kakain na rin po si Rockstar Clicks para mamaya para sa kanyang live stream din po. Nakaidlip pa ako. My God, sabi naman ng Uncle G. Nakaidlip ka? Dahil sa kanta? All those years, I long to hold you in my arms. I've been dreaming of you. Every night, watching all the stars that fall down. Wishing you will be mine. I just can't believe that you are mine now. You were just a dream that I once knew. I never thought I would be right for you. I just can't compare you with anything in this world. You're all I need to be with forevermore. Time and again, there are these changes that we cannot end. As sure as time keeps going on and on, my love for you will be forevermore. As endless as forever, and love will stay together. You are all I need to be with forevermore. Yay! Salamat. Haha, may naalala pala ako. Parang may movie si Liza na ganyan ng san. Oh, meron naman talaga. Forevermore nga yung title eh. O, di ba may naalala ka? Forevermore. Yung teleserye pala ni na Forevermore. Yes, Forevermore na movie nila. Hindi na teleserye yun. Ni Liza Berano at saka Enrique Hill. O yan. O diba? Sa Baguio, yes. Sa Baguio yung ano niya venue. Hindi lang, teleserye din ni Jericho Rosales at ni Christine Hermosa yan. So, parang revive na, parang revive nila Liza Soberano at ni Enrique Hill. O, diba? Kasama siya sa OPM natin. As endless as forever, love will stay together. You are all I need to be with forevermore. Mas okay kay Liza. Hindi ko siya kursunada. May gusto ka sa aking mahal. May balak kang agawin siya. Tura pa lang, sa akin lamang ka na. Akitin mo siya, siguradong magwawagi ka. Nakikiusap ako sa'yo, nagmamakaawa. Hindi ko na maabot. Kuya mo na lahat sa akin. Magla siya. Sandali, tatayo ako, Uncle. Sandali. Kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin. Wag lang ang aking mahal. Alam kong kaya mong paibigin siya, sa aking maagaw mo siya. Pakiusap ko sa'yo, magmahal ka na lang ng iba. Kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin. Wag lang ang aking mahal. Ikamamatay ng puso ko. Sa akin inagaw mo siya. Okay, that is Kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin by Angeline Quinto. Ni-revive lang yan ni Angeline Quinto. Loko-loko. O bakit? Akin inagaw mo siya. Ano pa? Ano pa yung mga... Kaya nakanta ko na yung Torete noon. Maghintay. Ay, nawala. Till I Met You, wala. Ang tagal mag-loading. You by Jonah. Nakanta ko na yata yan, di ba noon? Dali. You. You, masarap yun na ulam. Masarap daw na ulam. Depende yun sa magluluto. You, lyrics. Nakanta ko na to, saan? You give me hope, the strength, the will to keep on. No one else can make me feel this way. And only you can bring out all the best I can do. I believe you turn the tide and make me feel real good inside. You push me up when I'm about to give up. On my side when no one seems to listen. And if you go, you know the tears can't help but show. You'll break his heart and tear it apart. And suddenly the madness starts. It's your smile, face, your lips that I miss. The sweet little lies that stare at me and make me stay. I'm with you through all the way, 'cause it's you who fills the emptiness in me. Changes everything you see. When I know I got you with me. Yun, shout out sa 29 million na nandyan. Salamat po sa pakikinig. Tag mo yan, Uncle Jade. Oo nga, RA Hits. Shout out to RA Hits. Nandyan si RA Hits. PH. Shout out sa iyo. Nabutan mo naman ako nagngangawa dito. 755. Okay, salamat po sa pakikinig. Oo nga, gusto ni Uncle yang you. It's your smile, your face, your lips that I miss. Yung yan, may pinagdadaanan kasi yan, RA. Kaya yan ang paborito niya. The sweet little lies that stare at me and make me say, I'm with you through all the way, 'cause it's you fills the emptiness in me. Changes everything you see. Then I know I've got you with me. Thank you, host, sabi ni RA Hits. Yes, salamat din po sa inyo. Nandito kayo, nakikinig sa aking pagngangawa. Hindi, pero may movie kasi si Liza and ganyan ang soundtrack. Idol mo si Lisa, sabi ni RA Hits. My X and Y's. Lisa Soberano. My X and Y's, oo nga. Liza Soberano. Ang tawag, yun na yun. Tulaso. Shout out po sa 38 million na nandyan. Sana mabasag ang eardrums ninyo, lalo na to sa dalawang to na nakikinig. RA Hits at Jade Balanay, di ba? Pinamigay ko na ang taong dating minahal. Mini Jane, ano po yung hugot yan? Ipinamigay ko na. Pinamigay ko ang taong dating minahal ko. Ay, ito yung kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin kanina na kanta ko. Naku po. Sumakabilang bahay po ba? Naku po. Sana po mahanap niya po ang forever. Katulad ng kinanta ko kanina na forever, na first na song. Ay, first na song ba yan? Hindi. Panalangin pala yun kanina. RA hits. Diba? Nasaya ninyong dalawa. Saya nilang dalawa. Pero yung hugot ni Ate Jane, sumakabilang bahay yata. Kaya ganyan ang ating hugot. Off cam muna tayo ngayong araw na ito para naman hindi kayo magsawa sa aking pagbumukayan mo ng picture ko ang inyong tingnan. Mga precious na name namin. Oo nga eh. Grabe yung precious yung mga pangalan niya, Jade Balanay at RA Hits. Na bigla-biglang sumusulpot sa aking live stream. Na tsatsambahan ninyo ang aking pagkanta, hindi ba? Grabe. Tama, din ko, I give him free. Freedom. Oo nga po eh. Kapag precious to, kapag ayaw na, huwag pilitin. Pero kung kaya pa sanang isalba pa natin. Pero kung sila na ang nag-give up. Yung dating sa atin nag-push. Pero ngayon, nag-give up na. Ano pa yung ating mga nandiyan na nakabang na mga kanta? Ha? Your song? Ha? Hindi ko alam to. Jade is a green stone. Me, red stone. Ay, wow! Sige kayo na. Ako, ano din. My stone is peridot. Peridot ang aking stone kasi since I'm an August. So, green din yung kulay na yun. Diba? Green. Green, green, green. Green ang aking, is the peridot. Hello. I take one step away. Hindi ko alam yung your song. Meron tayong ano eh. Meron akong iniisip kahapon na kanta. Scrolling through my cell phone. Hindi birthstone sinasabi namin ha. Ano yan? Ay, yung mga pangalan ninyo, ganon. Tama ng 3 chance na binigay ko sa kanya lang sinayang ading ko. Ay, naku po. 3 chances ay inaubos na po yung chances. Oh, my goodness. So, anong hugot kaya itong pwedeng natin kantahin dito? Hanap tayo ng mga hugot lyrics. Ay, meron ba? Ginagamit ko kasi cellphone ko na. Wala yung ating ano. Huh, yung pangalan namin, ay my goodness. Love is happier the fourth time around. At Ate Jane, no? Love is happier the fourth time around, sabi ng Uncle Jade. So po. Baka naman, baka sakali. Eh, di ba? Ay, naku po. Dixie Chicks pa rin. Dixie Chicks. Meron tayong kanta ni Dixie Chicks na song na, ayun, You Were Mine. I can find a reason to let go, even though you found a new love, and she's what your dreams are made of. I can find a reason to hang on. What went wrong can be forgiven. Without you, it ain't worth living alone. Sometimes I wake up crying at night, and sometimes I scream out your name. What right does she have to take you away? For so long you were mine. Took out all the pictures of our wedding day. It was a time of love and laughter, happy ever after. Even those old pictures have begun to fade. Please tell me she's not real, that you're really coming home to stay. Sometimes I wake up crying at night. Sometimes I scream out your name. What right does she have to take your heart away? For so long you were mine. I can give you two good reasons to show your love's not blind. She's two and she's four, and you know they adore you. So how can I tell them you changed your mind? Sometimes I wake up crying at night, and sometimes I scream out your name. What right does she have to take your heart away when for so long you were mine? Remember when you were mine. Oh, yun po, para kay Ate Jane. Diba? Wala po lahing gan. Wala po kaming lahing gan. Ha, Sir Jade Balanan, baka kamag-anak mo pa nga ang ex ko. Wala po kaming lahing ganon. Opo, Ate Jade, wala po. Kami po din ang iniiwan. Charot. Tatay ko din po sumakabilang bahay. Si Uncle Jade iniwan din. Salamat RA Hits sa pagbaba ng iyong channels, ating live stream. So baka sakali na meron tayong mga kaibigan na bago dyan mamaya-maya. Okay, it's already 8:06. Nag-premiere na si Papsi D, Papsi TV. Diba? Salamat po. Bala na yung middle name ng ex ko. Nako po, Uncle. Nako po, Uncle. Patay tayo dyan kung balanay. Pa-request kung ako na lang sana. Ay, nako po. Tignan natin kung kaya pa ng ating powers yung kung ako na lang sana. Ako na lang. Bakit RA Hits, ano yung pinagdadaanan mo ngayon at ganyan ang ating request? Kung ako na lang sana by Between Escalante. Yung kanina na kinanta ko na You Were Mine by Dixie Chicks. Ito na naman, kumakatok sa aking pintuan. Muling naghahanap ng makakausap. Ito naman ko, ikinig sa mga kwento mong paulit-ulit lang. Nagtitiis kahit nasasaktan. Ewan ko bakit ba hindi ka pa nadadala. Hindi ba't kailan lang nang ika'y iwanan niya. At ewan ko nga sa'yo, parang baliwala ang puso ko. Ano bang meron siyang nasa akin ay di mo makita. Kung ako na lang sana ang iyong minahal, di ka na muling mag-iisa. Kung ako na lang sana ang iyong minahal, di ka na muling luluha pa. Di ka na mga kailangan pang humanap ng iba. Narito ang puso ko, hihintay lamang sa'yo. Oh, kung ako na lang sana. O, diba? Pinagdadaanan ka siguro, RA. Ano? Bakit ganyan yung request mo? Kaya nga feel na feel ko nga rin. Baka mamaya talagang pinagdadaanan mo na yan na kung ako na lang sana. Oo nga naman kasi. Sahaya, tamsak. Hello, Sahaya. Welcome to the live stream. Shout out to Sahaya. May bago po tayo. So, sino po si Sahaya? Ay, wala pala tayong camera, tatthumbs up sana. Wala pa, naka-off cam pala tayo ngayong araw na to, Sahaya. Salamat, RA Hits, sa pagpalakpak. Sana naman nagustuhan mo ang ating kanta. Sahaya. So, sino po si Sahaya ngayong araw na ito? May bago po tayong kaibigan. Shout out to Sahaya. May jacket ka na. Washing time, adik ko, ganda ho. Salamat po, Ate Jane. Sige lang po. Tuloy nyo lang po yan. Salamat po sa pag-stay po sa aking live stream. Sana po nag-enjoy po kayo kahit na nababasag ang eardrums ninyo. Salamat. Okay. What's up? Shout out po sa ating 15 million na nasa live stream po natin. Nasa live stream ni Chakulitan at Chakwentuhan. Ang makulit na Chadora. Chat-chat-cha. Ang chat-chat-cha ninyo ngayong araw na to. Salamat po sa lahat. Oops, nawala ang ating background music. Okay ka na? Bakit hanap-hanap kita? Hindi nagsasawa sa puso ko dahil ka naging nais na matanaw. Bakit hindi nagbabago? Meron ka ba sa puso ko? Nadarama ang mga kaya mahal ko. Shout out po sa 15 million na nandyan sa ating live stream ngayon. Shout out po. Bakit? Bakit? Ang ating topic ngayong araw na to ay okay na. So kanina kasi, before na nag-start, medyo hinugasan ko pa, pinaliguan ko pang ating puppy. Kasi namihingal siya tapos ang init ng katawan niya. So, baka na-dehydrate ng ating puppy. Ipinangulaan ko sa inyo kung anong pangalan nito. So, yung clue niya is nasa Mobile Legend siya. Ang pangalan nito ay nasa Mobile Legend. So, for those who want to guess the name of my puppy, just comment down the name of the puppy. Two, oh, three, long ago. Shout out kay Lera Kat1010 na nagbe-message kay R ngayon sa akin. Naka-PM siya, so wala sila dito ngayon. Salamat mga babies. Shout out, RA Hits. Shout out, sabi ni Rockster Clicks. Salamat, RA Hits. Shout out to you. Nawala si Haya, si Sahayan. Tumamsak lang si Sahaya. Salamat, Sahaya. At baby na dito. Kaya siya. Medyo active na siya. Mommy, shout out, sabi ni Lera Kat1010. Hello, mga babies. I love you daw, sabi ng mga babies. Okay, I love you too, mga babies ko. Kailangan pang mahal. Malambot niya rin anak ko. Saan namin ko, sana ikaw ay narito. Siling at iyakap ko, na bang pag-ibig ko ay para lamang sa'yo. Buhay ay hindi sapat, wala ka na sana sa bawat sandali kapiling ka. Ay, kapiling ka. Good eve po, Rockstar Click, sabi ni RA Hits. Nandito pala si RA Hits. Salamat, RA Hits. Kamusta ang ating work? Nasa work pa ba tayo? Salamat sa pagtakas sa pag-stay sa aking live stream. Salamat po. Marami tayong nagawa ngayong araw na to. Nakapagbasa-basa tayo ng nasa libro. Plus, pinakanta ako nila R.A. Hicks at ni Uncle Jade. Wala na. Shout out din sa ating mga babies, Layrak and Tenten. Shout out to Layrak and Tenten. Dagdag mo pa si Baby Ace. Okay lang, Rose. Salamat po. Naku po. Okay naman kapag maganda sa work. Bukas ang ating volume. Okay, so keep safe always sa mga friend natin dyan na nag-work pa rin hanggang ngayon. Don't get ever tired. Ang cute naman ng profile ni Une. Sino Une? Ni Uncle Jade. Tinignan mo yung profile ni Uncle Jade. Ano ba yung, nasa ano siya, nasa kotse yata siya dyan. O nga, meron na siyang, ano ngayon, meron na siyang profile picture. Diba? Pero napagkakamalan pa rin si Uncle Jade na merong meron siyang channel. Nang sumasaya ay nawawala. Tatanong ang puso ko, ano kaya ito? Bakit hanap-hanap ka? Bakit hindi sasama sa puso ko lagi ikaw? Lagi nangis na matanaw. Bakit hindi nagbabago? Meron ka ba sa puso ko? Nadarama. Ikaw na nga kaya mahal ko. Dun, 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 dun. Again, shout out pa rin po sa 10 million na nandyan. At salamat po sa mga dumalo sa aking live stream ngayong araw na to. Wala man tayo ngayong angat program sa ating live stream. At least, I have entertained you on my live stream. Salamat po. Thumbs up, Dan Host. Sabi ni Mamilin Vlog. Shout out to Mamilin Vlog. Salamat po sa pag-thumbs up. Mamilin Vlog. Salamat po. Off-cam po muna tayo ngayon kasi meron tayong puppy na kailangang magpahangin. So kasama ko kasi siya ngayon nagpapahangin sa electric fan. Ang init kasi ng panahon ngayon. Hello, Mamelin Vlog, sabi ni Rockstar Clicks. Salamat po sa pagdating, Mamelin Vlog. Rockstar, sabi ni Mamelin Vlog. Shout out po sa inyo. Salamat po sa pagpunta. At shout out po sa 14 million na nandyan. Kasama ko ang aming papi ngayon na mag-live stream. Init na init. Ito at hinihingal pa rin until now. Ang aming papi. Papi! Sooner or later, kasama ko na rin mag-vlog na to. Di ba? Kasama si mama mag-vlog. Isa mo lumaki para mag-mama ka na mag-vlog, ha? Yay! Shout out po sa 15 million na nandyan. Nakasama ko ngayong araw na to. It's already 8:23 in the evening. At shout out po sa 13 million na nandyan. At salamat po sa 17 na tamsak ngayong araw na to. Yeah. Ako'y binabantayan ng mother ni Papi. Salamat po, Mamelin Vlog, sa pag-stay home, pag-busy po sa akin. Salamat po. Hinihitan ka pa rin ba? So, ito yung pinaka-risk na pinakamahirap na gawin kapag may baby na papi. May mga papi tayo, may mga tuta. Napaka-sensitive nila. Ilan nang namatay bago may isang nabuhay. At sana kayanin ni Papi. Itong baby na to ang makasurvive. Ayun. Dumating na ang kanyang mommy. Si Mommy Pretty. Kailangan na niyang magpad-dede. Painit lang muna dito, host, para pandagdag sa'yo. Dami sinusupport. Okay lang po, Mamelin Vlog. Salamat po sa pag-support. Kung kaya lang hati-hatiin ang ating katawan, gagawin lang po. Thank you, Mamelin Vlog, sa pag-support po. Salamat po, Mamelin Vlog. At shout out po sa 14 million nandiyan. Nakasama natin yung araw na to. So, 4 minutes before we close or before we end the live stream. So, thank you again sa mga nakasama natin ngayong araw na to, na nakabanding natin ngayong araw na to, mga nakausap natin ngayong araw na ito. Thanks, Mamelin Vlog, sabi ni Rockstar Click. Salamat po. Welcome, Kuya Rockstar. Kayo pa ba? Ay, basta may load ako, sabi ni Mamelin Vlog. Salamat po, Mamelin Vlog. Sana po, araw-araw may load si Mamelin Vlog. Daming sinusupport. Kayanin ng powers. Bigyan niyo po ng marami pang power si Mami Lynn Vlog para masuportahan ang lahat ng kating. Yes! Salamat po ulit! Konting tiis na lang po sa ating live stream ngayong araw na to. At si Rockstar Clicks na ang susunod. Para sa mga nandiyan, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe on my YouTube channel para sa mga baguhan na nandito. Comment down also for your ideas, your comments about the live stream. And then let's talk about your ideas. So, salamat po sa pagkulitan sa akin at sa kwentuhang hatid ninyo. So, may mga bago tayong natutunan, may mga bago tayong nalaman ngayong araw na to. Salamat po ulit. Shout out pa rin po sa 14 million na nandiyan. Shout out po. So, konting tiis. Konting tiis lang po para sa mga kaibigan natin na nandiyan. Salamat po. Then, kill them on later. Kill them all. Thank you po, Mama Lynn Vlog. Salamat po. Again and again. Explored. Ay, kulang pala yung aking yung hashtag pala dito sa description ko. Ba yan? Explored daw. Para naman. Yes, mamaya ang ating description. It's already 8:30 in the evening, July 22, 2020. Shout out po sa 18 million nandiyan. So, salamat po sa pagbisita sa kulitan at kwentuhan na hatid ni Chacha. Chacha. So, ang pangalan ko kasi is usually nakita ko Chacha. Charot. Mga kacharotan kasi. Salamat po again. So, I have to end my stream now. So, pasok tayo kay Rockstar Clicks. So, good night. God bless everyone. Keep safe. Huwag kalimutan ang hygiene para huwag tayong magkasakit. Stay hydrated. Tulad ng mga sinasabi ng ating mga DOH. Good night, host! Sabi ni R.A. Hits, ingat all. Ingat din po tayong lahat. So, thank you po sa pagbisita. So, good night, everyone. God bless. Bukas ulit, same time, from 6 o'clock up to 8:30 in the evening. Bye! Good night, Uncle Jade, sabi ni R.A. Hits. Good night, host, sabi ni R.A. Good night, everyone.